All right, well, let's go into the next story, our 101st family.
Yeah. 101 recipients, kind of like Dalmatians.
Where's Cruella? There's
Exactly.
No Cruella.
No Cruella.
Sorry, I'll pause real quick. Our second recipient is Dawn Warden. You guys might recognize the name because it's been in the media a lot. She is a domestic violence survivor. I'm going to let her tell you her story. She does recap the injuries that she suffered. And it might be difficult for some people to hear. So just a fair warning on that. But let's have a listen. Dawn, you are the survivor of a horrific domestic abuse attack.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the injuries that you sustained?
I had 88 staples down my arm and my shoulder.
It was more than I think it was 88 or 90 staples.
Something like that. This was cut to the bone.
So all down the top of your arm was right to the bone?
Yeah, right to the bone. All this was right to the bone. This severed my tendons in my hand and my arms. I had all my fingers were severed except for my thumb. And they couldn't find 3, but they reattached everything else.
Wow.
They were completely severed off, but they were just kind of hanging off.
Right.
And then I had another 75, I think, staples in my stomach.
Yeah.
And then he came close to my main artery there. So there was also my leg.
A centimeter or 2 away?
Away from my main artery, my leg.
Oh my goodness.
And then he severed my ear off and down the back of my neck and severed this nerve in my face.
In your cheek there.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So how long were you in hospital for?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. And then how long was surgery to close and reattach and...
So when I went in with the ambulance, they gave me 2 blood transfusions on my way in. And then when I got there, I was 8 hours in surgery, the first one. And then I went back in the next morning for another 6.
Wow. And you are a hairdresser by trade. You're an artist.
Yeah.
It must be hard for you. I mean, your hands are such a key part of your life.
It is. It's hard to get used to everything.
Yeah.
Like soap even. I was in the tub. And it's like, you can't keep soap in your hands when you're missing 2 fingers. I just discovered that. It just slides right out. Yeah, and I don't have I don't have full mobility yet, so
she can't.
So I can't open my hands completely.
So you're still recovering.
And I can't close. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Well, it takes away your independence, and I'm a really independent person, so that's been probably the hardest part.
Yeah, I bet.
It kills me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have really kind of approached this with this idea of, I'm going to take my situation and I'm going to use it to elevate others and help other people.
Yeah, I hope to do that, but I have to wait until after the case is done.
Yes, of course.
First, and then I'm going to advocate for mental health is another big thing for me because of my older son.
Right.
So that's a big thing for me on top of it. And I think this has to do with mental health too.
Absolutely. Well, we have a package here that we hope will lift your spirits. So the first item we have for you is a $75 gift certificate for Anna's Spa.
Oh, nice.
And because you are a hairdresser, esthetician, we know that taking care of yourself is always very important to you.
Oh, I want my feet done so bad.
And that's a hard thing to
my
do,
fingernails
right?
too, yeah.
So that you can use in any way you would
awesome.
like to. Summerhill Floors has a bouquet of flowers for you.
Oh, that's so nice.
The Pink Wand has a 3-person 1-hour clean for you. The Refurbished Renovations is giving you a $100 gift card for Indigo for books.
Oh, nice.
And Kyle, we understand that you love to read, so we kind of geared this one towards you.
That's good, thank you.
Yeah. Orange Fitness has a $200 gift card for a home and garden store for you because a lot of items were damaged in the fire. So we know that you're kind of going through the process of figuring out what's salvageable, what isn't. And you're probably going to need a few items. So we have a gift card for you for that.
Nice.
The 200 Club has a $200 gift card for you for a craft store because we know that your heart is with art and painting.
Well, I'm going to try and do it again. They say I can do it once I get to a certain point.
Big Springs Plumbing and Heating has $200 in grocery gift cards for you. And as you put your place back together, you know, it's stuff like flour and sugar.
I know, and just
mustard.
your basic, like, salt, pepper, your spices even.
Yeah. Axiom Mortgage has a $250 gift card for items that you could use to help with your rehabilitation and things to make life easier for you. Finally, 100 men who give a damn have donated $500 cash for whatever you may need. And I selected their donation because although there was one man that wasn't so good to you, it was horrible in fact, there's at least 100, probably many more, that are good men in this world that care and want to support people.
It's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even wrap my mind around that one.
Well, and we couldn't even get into details about what had actually happened. I could chat with her one-on-one, but because it's a court case, we couldn't record all of that detail. But we referenced a fire in the conversation because after the physical violence, her place was set on fire. So she, not only is she healing physically, but she lost a lot of things due to fire and smoke damage. So she's rebuilding her life in more ways than one.
It's hard to imagine that level of like violence. Like that's awful.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that's
so close to
shocking
home,
and
too.
so close to
Yeah.
home. Like
Gives me-
it's awful to hear that, and just her describe some of her injuries were just like I've never seen anything like that. Like,
No.
that's incredible.
I love how you tied it all together, though, that not only
Yeah.
it's everybody who's helped Airdrie Angel, but the specifically 100 men who give a damn.
Totally.
And tying that back, that there's more good than
Yes.
bad. And
Yep.
I think that's just what stays with me in thinking, like, you know, it would be hard not to be bitter or jaded or just downright traumatized and terrified.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
But
sure.
knowing and having something that's counteracting that these are 100 guys who are amazing beings
Yeah.
on top of all the other people helping that are giving back. So
Yeah.
that was a really nice tie-in. That
Yeah, really nice.
in a horrible story made my heart feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listening to her attitude, and hear her even laugh about the soap and not being able to hold on to it, and the fact that she wants to advocate when she's able to for domestic violence. You know, we often say nothing's more resilient than the human spirit, and we have some plaques that we've given out to certain people on that.
Yeah.
Listen to her human spirit and how strong she is. That's what I was really taken aback by, that she's still
Totally.
strong. And I saw I think it was CTV or something, I saw her on that as well, and you could just see a different again, not an attitude you would have expected from somebody who went through such a horrific thing.
No.
Amazing.
Yeah. She's
unbelievable.
incredible strength and definitely inspiration.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
that we can get through things, right?
We're
Especially
gonna
when you
have
have
to
your
get her
community.
a giant poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Yeah.
get her a
More-
plaque.
Nothing more.
No
Yeah,
Yeah.
better than
kidding.
a plaque.
Exactly.
Yeah.